If there's somebody human in here, you don't have permission, so you need to get lost.
Prepare for death and follow me. Welcome to Haunted Road Media. I'm Mike Ricksecker.
I'm Shauna Wonkel.
And welcome to our Year in 2018 Haunted Road Media Year in Review. It's been an absolutely amazing year. We want to thank all of you. We have highlights from a number of our videos. Of course, we did a lot this year. It's been a pretty busy year.
It has definitely been a very productive year. It's been a year full of discoveries and even more mysteries.
And adventure.
Definitely adventure.
So let's get right to it.
Hi, what's your name? Oh my God. Ooh.
I'm Mike, and this is Shauna. You over by Shauna right now?
If there's somebody human in here, you don't have permission, so you need to get lost.
Did you text her?
How?
Yes, now we're just posing. Oh, I'm gonna give you a kiss too. We should do that again. Welcome to Ohio State Reformatory. And it's around here where one inmate had murdered another. Now what's interesting is that when Shauna and I visited last year, yes, I'm holding ghosty. You really gotta watch where you're walking.
I keep looking up.
I know.
It's hard. Oh my God, it's so warm here.
Yeah. I don't know. It was a beautiful day outside. I saw your refrigerator in here.
It's nice in here. It's good.
You have to remember, these are people. These are not guinea pigs. I think too many times investigators are going into these locations and it's, talk into the red light, make this meter light up, make a noise, knock on the door, or close the door, knock something over, hit me. You hear all these different things, and it's not about that. Caught this apparition. Fantastic. Awesome. Who is it? What other information is going on with this piece of evidence? What part of the story do these things tell?
So there's two bathrooms on this floor, one at each end, like at each corner. We found that there was a man who committed suicide, hung himself in the one bathroom, that last one. We had somebody call on our Madison hotline, our phone, saying that there was a woman actually murdered in this bathroom. One of our volunteers got punched in the throat in this room.
Oh.
So we do ask to be careful in this room.
This is the third floor of the Madison Seminary. Now, we've already gone live here tonight, and we were getting the motion detector lights going off, all kinds of shadow play up and down the hallway. There's a general feeling of heaviness that is up here. So I still want to confirm if your name is Tim or if you have a different name. Sean Oldsmith from Australia asks, do spirits talk to you through your tarot readings?
Yeah, they do. Spirits talk to me. Okay, my spirit guide talks to me in my sleep. Other spirits talk to me through visions that I have in my psychic eye and also my psychic ear.
Mike, I will tell you, for daily tarot that we have on Amazon, because those are individual day readings, I have done this for 15 years, and I still for an individual daily reading, I go to the book for that individual card, and then I interpret it based on what I'm being told by spirit.
You know,
Wait a
finally,
minute, I'm sorry. It was called what?
it's Raining Zen.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's a great name.
How funny is that? It's awesome.
I have to go to that.
You have to. Well,
go.
whenever
have-
you come up to Mineral Springs in Alton, Illinois, and I know you can't make it this year for the Paracon, but next year we'll have to have you out, and it's right in there.
What's your name? Hey, Mike? Yeah? Something just went off on the camera. Went off.
Yeah, it was off. This EVP is very faint, so crank up the volume. It's a child telling Shauna, "I'm here." So at 29:04, Brad the Fam hears a faint whisper. So we'll go to 29:04. Check it out. I think I heard that. So this next one, at the 6-minute, 13-second mark, you can actually kind of faintly hear Harry. So let's go over this. This is from Blondes Rule All. So does your name really begin with an H? All right. I'm out here with Lee Ehrlich.
Hey.
And Alyssa and McKinley.
Hey.
So Alyssa found this very cool ceiling tile. That's the first I've ever seen out here. So,
That's bitchin'.
Yeah,
Yep.
check that out.
So
What do you think of this place so far, Lee?
I think it's really neat. I love urban exploration and archaeology.
What's going on back here? You're alive. Okay. You know, I had it out. You're pregnant.
I can carry it. So. I may be pregnant, but I'm not.
Right,
I have
right.
arms and
Oh, I get it.
Oh, I do. There's 2 lines on my arm. Right there, and there. Scratch. Well, it got like super hot.
Oh wow, look at that.
So we're gonna spend a little bit of time up here.
And we're up in a room where apparently some bad stuff went down that I didn't even know about.
So there's the
And
Okay, there you go.
there's the SLS camera.
I got poked. I'm
there's-
happy with that, but Katie got scratched.
Hey, we're live here from the Haunted Road Media Paracon. It's the man right here, Adam Tillery. There we go. You got all this. You guys probably recognize this artwork here. The equipment out.
And ghosty.
And Ghosty. Got Ghosty.
Hey, now.
Yeah.
That's so nice of you. Thanks for letting me hang out with y'all today.
It's an awesome
At
time.
the
Oh yeah, we're having a great time down here.
first annual.
Haunted Road Media
First annual
Paracon.
Haunted Road Meeting. That's right. Thanks for having me out here for the Paracon.
Absolutely. There's Vanessa. Vanessa's here. She already did her talk earlier. So, well, tell them what you were talking about.
Oh, I was talking to people, Katie and I were, about how to spot fake psychics.
Chuck Banks, everybody! Hey! How's it going?
Not too bad.
All right. Many of you here right now in the chat watching this were able to attend. Those of you that weren't, we really missed you. Well, we thought of you. I lit a candle for those that weren't able to make it.
You really did.
I did. You know, Vanessa, I see so many of these posts and thread and all this crap posted on Facebook all the time. I think it was probably a little bit more prevalent on Facebook back in the day, but I still see it out there all the time, even on Twitter and wherever, social media, about paranormal unity, para-unity. We all need to come together. We all need to agree. We all need to do this and da 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 da. And then you see all of this drama that follows all of that. And with our event this weekend, there was literally like no drama like whatsoever.
There wasn't.
It was just this real coming together of all these fantastic people that just absolutely love each other. And I mean, I keep saying it. I was like a kid in the candy store having a blast, and it was, just all these people that I love coming together in one place, and we just had an amazing time.
Well, and that was the beauty of it, is that if you were gonna have drama, if you were gonna have any type of egos, it was gonna be in a room full of people who primarily are all in the same, not just field, but genre of the field, which is authors. We're all there trying to sell books, amongst other things. And there was none of that.
It's about being in this together, about helping each other out, and, community. And even if that doesn't happen like every single second of every single day, we're still doing it as much as we can.
Lizzie Borden took an axe and gave her mother 40 whacks. When she saw what she had done, she gave her father 41.
One of the problems with this inquest, though, is she was still being sedated with morphine for her nerves. When it came time for trial, this testimony was not used. In 1848, Eliza Darling Borden dropped 2 of her 3 children down the basement water cistern, drowned them. Then she promptly went upstairs and took a straight razor to her own throat.
"30 to 45 minutes of being put in this cell right here, she had set herself on fire and died."
Do you hide a lighter and bring that in here with you?
There's a little something right there.
Well, I don't know if anybody out there in TV land can feel anything now, but during our walk through the staircase over here to my right, we heard like a crunch, like the stair was being stepped on, and I felt something lunge at me and startled me, and everybody heard it. We just came back up here, and Jill had her shirt get tugged on.
It was the back of my
back of her purse get tugged on.
Touch the other dog if the big dog is in your chair. Please.
Okay.
Someone's phone just vibrate? No. Don't move a chair?
No.
Everybody's right here.
We're all in this room. I just heard like a sound, like almost like a vibrator.
And Mike has that on camera.
I do.
And I'm making this announcement on your air tonight. Nobody knows about this. I told my father this morning. I told my mother this evening. And these are the only 2 people on the earth that know about this until I tell you now. Didn't answer my phone, was barely out in, cyberland. And for about the last 2.5 weeks, I wrote a book, a whole book.
Wow. Welcome to the old burying grounds. This is in Westfield, Massachusetts. This is one of the oldest cemeteries in the country, dating back to 1686. Civil War, I'm sorry. I'm so used to saying Civil War because of where I'm at in the country. There's 2 Revolutionary War generals that are buried out here. And I used to live out here in Westfield. I actually came down here. Last time I was here was in 1985 in 5th grade. We came down here to do gravestone rubbings. And you can see, I love the old artwork, the angels, how they carved those in there. So very, very cool stuff. Reader, behold, as you pass by, as you are now, so once was I. As I am now, so you must be. Prepare for death and follow me. That's some kick-ass poetry right there. Everybody going live here with the Shadow Person presentation from Ocean State Paracon. Just give us a few minutes as we set up and get started.
All right, folks, Mr. Mike Ricksecker.
All right, good afternoon. Glad everybody could make it today. So, show of hands, how many people are actually familiar with me? Okay, well, give me a minute here to pick up the shattered pieces of my broken heart. So, all right, well, when I was about 8 or 9 years old, I woke up in the middle of the night and I saw this thing in the corner of my room. This thing did one of the more unusual things that I've heard about shadow people over the years. It actually approached me, leaned down over my bed, and then crossed my arms across my body. It actually literally touched me, crossed my arms across my body. And then it ran off down the hall, in the back.
Do shadow ghosts or shadow people have voices? Have you ever known them to make any sound?
Is that Carl back there?
Good to see you.
Yeah, nice to see you. It's been a long time. We're live right now.
Oh, hi everyone.
So, what's the story? So this is actually part of the Department of Health right now. Yeah. So, but there's activity that goes on in here. It was built in the 1950s, was a functioning hospital for about 20 years.
A couple of lovely lawsuits.
Big lawsuits. Right, because of the wrong
leg.
Wrong legs
amputation,
was wrong leg was amputated.
Yep.
So this is where the morgue was. They were down there trying to scare us, which did not work. But now it's just a storage room. Although, when I walked in here earlier, I felt like I was getting stabbed in the head. You just got something?
I just got a really solid poke right in my right shoulder blade. This area just makes your skin crawl, so right away I just blew everything off because I was just like, oh, well, the EMF is high here, so whatever. But any high EMF is not going to poke you.
There's Crystal. Crystal. We're live on YouTube right now. Tom McNicholas, $5 super chat right here.
Super chat.
Super chat superstar. Look, he's got it live right there. That's crazy.
So
okay, have them face each other and we'll go infinite right here. Infinite.
Have them face each other and
Infinite
we'll go
live.
right here.
Infinite live. Who was Elizabeth Short, otherwise known as the Black Dahlia? Who killed her and where is she haunting LA? Welcome to Friday Night Ghost Frights. I'm author and ghost historian Mike Ricksecker. Explore with us and welcome to the first phase of our new studio. Well, yeah, because it's very different than what happened in the movie where basically you and Carl are the ones that made the connection of the parent family to the Warrens.
Yes. Yep. That's not what they showed in the movie, but
No.
I, for one, have to say that irritated me.
back when Carl and I were still teenagers, actually, we were still teenagers, and this was the early 70s, so there was no internet. We belonged to a group affiliated with Rhode Island College called PIRO, Parapsychological Investigation and Research Organization. I put a little ad. I thought it looked kind of nice. I drew a frame around it and everything. Little ad in a local paper, and it was answered 3 weeks later by the Perrin family, and that's how we became involved. And he sees the shadows, kind of like a ball of smoke coming right towards him. And there was a window beside me that could not have been closed. They even tried closing it with a hammer over the weeks because it was an old house and just the humidity would not allow this window to. What religion are you? They said, we're Catholic. So I told them, why don't you try calling upon the name of Jesus Christ when you're frightened? As soon as I said that, that window slammed.
Who is the real demon known as Valak?
Around here occasionally is something that appears to be a ghostly cat. People will see it like go under the bed. You'll see the bed skirt move. You'll see small indentations on the mattresses and so on.
Now, when I first came here years ago, one of the first things I ever saw here was in this closet. She didn't have this mannequin. This mannequin was over there. There was a little full-body version of a little African-American boy.
And then the old graveyard says Lions Club City Park.
So that's where the city park is now.
That's where the city park is now.
So what happened to the stones and the bodies?
What happened to the gravestones? Are they in the park?
Is Mike getting a headache because you have a headache, or are you just...
The headache with some lightheadedness. Is this your hangover?
I mean, are you going to be able to stay in here?
Let's see. Alright, so what's going on? Feeling headache pressure in here, but also lightheadedness. Shauna gave me some tourmaline to try to use. I asked PD if it was one of his hangovers. Because honestly, headache combined with lightheadedness. PD, is that who is here with us right now? We're just trying to learn a little bit more about you. I know this was your house. This was your castle.
There is little doubt in a visitor's mind when they come to this town, when they walk down the streets or they go to tour an old historic home, something feels different here. People just know it coming into this building. They'll come into the shop and say, what's the story with this place? It doesn't feel quite right. And I think people just know.
You here with us, Molly? Our EMF is gone. Oh, it's right here in the middle. You okay? What did you feel?
Dude, I don't know. It was just really sad. My throat started closing up.
Let's start with you. Why do you investigate the paranormal?
It's always been a big mystery to me, and I have questions with no answers, and there's really only one way to find out, and I'm not ready for that. So in the meantime, we investigate and we explore and we research.
That's kind of like the final frontier here on Earth. And I've always been one to, it's been intrigued by mystery. And, this is one of those, given the things that I experienced early in life that I want answers for, and I know that others want answers for, to keep searching, to keep trying to discover. I think that we should always be learning, and this is kind of like the ultimate learning journey. Yeah, this was the clown stuff was back in here, right? What's up?
Wow.
What'd you feel?
Ooh, all kinds of energy back here.
When I sat down to look at the SLS camera, someone else appeared in the room.
I don't want you to be afraid to come in here or shy.
Shauna, stand up. Sit back down. Somebody's standing over there in the door.
Right now?
Yes. So this is the original 1796 foundation.
Oh, just touch that spider with my face. That's
Oh, you don't want to do that.
great.
So, yeah, I mean, the cinder block obviously is more modern. Oh, yeah, wow. Bits of... That's all that's holding that section up. Wow. Mary Webster became known as Half-Hung Mary, the witch of Hadley, Massachusetts, who in 1685 survived a hanging less than 10 years before the Salem witch trials. They were amazed when they later discovered that she had survived, and Philip Smith
had died.
Before, I was not a witch, but now I am one.
I was happy that we found this. This is a fantastic, wonderful, beautiful cemetery. It's out here in the woods. Nice big tree monument here. Wow. I wish somebody came back here and took care of this.
Is that just like a marker?
That's a marker for one of the people, yeah. So, oh, it says babe. Our babe.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, it kind of felt like someone was kind of watching me. You know, could feel some eyes in there. Couldn't really tell, you know, man, woman, child. It was just the and I was like, oh, okay. Oh, okay.
I heard a little whisper. Can you speak a little louder, please? I hear you back there. It sounds like you're trying to talk. Can you talk a little louder, please? Oh yeah. There it is, right above. Right there. This episode is brought to you by Haunted Road Roast. It helps you hunt ghosts. Yeah, it kept escalating. I remember last year saying that I'd done so much traveling, done so many events and all that stuff that I was going to cut back for 2018, and instead I did more. I mean, there was a point in there where it was like, what, six straight weeks of traveling to somewhere, capped off by the longest trip, which was out to Ferry Plantation. Moved in there, out to here. So that was a big deal, is getting this studio set up, which is still in transition. We have a lot of plans for this place.
Yeah, probably by the time we leave this house, the studio will be just the way we want it.
So we really want to thank all of you for an amazing and fantastic year. We really could not have done all of this without your help, from those that watch the videos, from those that watch our live streams, contribute to super chats, contribute to Patreon, even those that you give a like, you share things out. It's absolutely been amazing, and it's really leave it up to all of you. I love our viewers, our Mad Hatters.
Yeah, this year has definitely seen that expand. There's been a lot more new faces, and there's been a lot more people sharing things out. And when we go live, there's, that same loyal group of followers that just, jumps right in there. So, and we've listened to, other radio shows too and stuff like that. And I can honestly say that our family is definitely one of the most loyal and faithful family out there. Apparently Mad Hatters, chat rooms and stuff like that must be like a dying breed or something, because I've heard people say, hey, your chat room's really got it going on. It's not really like that anymore. So congratulations for being awesome, I guess.
Yep. You guys are absolutely amazing. I'm really looking forward to 2019. And we have a lot of things coming up right out of the gate. We're going to be doing a live investigation. We have Friday Night Ghost Frights coming up. We have our special Alton video coming up. So a lot of wonderful things coming up right for you immediately out of the gate in 2019 and beyond. We have so many things going on with Haunted Road Media this year, between the books, the videos, and everything else. So again, thank you so very much, and Happy New Year.
Oh, Happy New Year.